Quick tips to make sure that you are deadlifting safely. Like squats, deadlifts are super complicated, so I cannot cover everything in one video. All I'm going to do here is give you little tips to go by to make sure that you're on the right path to deadlifting properly. With everything I'm about to tell you is all personal preference, but I'm going to just tell you what I do and what I'd recommend. So starting off with foot placement, I'd recommend having your feet just within shoulder width apart. Again, this is entirely personal preference and you can play around with it. I just feel like I'm strongest in this position. From foot placement, you want hand placement. This bit is easy. You want to grab the bar just outside of your knees. So for me, I go where the knurling ends, and that is where I put my index finger. Now this is where it starts to get a bit complicated, but I'm going to do my best to keep it as simple as possible. Quick side note, I highly recommend using straps. Right, so we have our foot placement, we have our hand placement, we're strapped in and we're ready to go. The next step is to get the bar over the middle of your foot, so literally touching your ankles. From there, you want to sink your hips down and lean back. The bar should now be pressed against your shin and your shoulder is directly over your hand. As you can see, my arms are dead straight. Retract your shoulder blades, push your chest through, take a deep breath, and now we're ready to pull. Keeping everything tight, you now want to imagine that you're pushing the floor away from you. After the initial leg drive, this is going to carry on the momentum up for your body. So once your legs are finished pushing, your lower back is going to take over, and this is where you basically perform a standing hip thrust. Instead of dragging the weight back through your back, you're going to get past your knees and you're going to push your hips forward into the bar. To go back down, you want to hinge forwards at the hips. Once the bar clears your knees, bend your legs, and the bar is back on the floor. And then you're ready to reset and go again and complete your reps. Obviously, don't go heavy on deadlifts if you're just starting out. It takes a long time to get the form right. Perfect the form, keep practicing, and the weight will come. To quickly go over rep ranges, it really depends what your goals are. If you're gonna just throw in deadlifts because you want to develop your back a little bit more, I'd recommend anywhere between the 6 to 10 rep range. If your goals are more for strength, then I would say no more than 6 reps. But if you're just starting out, you wanna be doing sets of 5. And that's just some tips on how to deadlift as a beginner. There's a new video coming soon, a little bit more intermediate, and we'll show you how to fix your deadlift if you have weak points.